I'm Derek Debiak. I'm a 2010 VHS graduate.
Hi, I'm Garrett. I'm a filmmaker based out of Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, my name is Lee Freiling and I graduated in 2005.
Lisa Harrison here, class of 2001.
Hi, my name is Lynette Lau and I graduated Vicksburg High School in 1989.
My name is Ashley McCaw and I graduated from Vicksburg in 2007.
I'm Megan Woodrow and I graduated from Vicksburg High School in 2001.
Hi, my name is Shayna Egan. I was known as Shayna Sigwart in high school. I graduated 2008.
Wow, look at all this beauty.
Tom Livesey, Vicksburg graduating class of 1990.
Hi, I'm Kristen Coleman, and I graduated in 2010.
I'm Eliza Poveda, and I went to Vicksburg High School and graduated in 2001.
Teachers that had the biggest impact on me were the ones that really encouraged us to think for ourselves. And we kept asking, what do we have to do to get an A? Just tell us what it is and we'll do it. The answer was minimum effort, minimum grade. And of course, that just drove us absolutely nuts. We just had to have some clear set of instruction. And I realize now that that's life. Rarely will you have someone give you a step-by-step guide on how to do something. And the most successful people are the ones that can take a vague set of guidelines and really build something awesome from that. So using that lesson from school and applying it as I start to navigate the world and start my career has definitely been very helpful and had a very large positive impact on me.
This first teacher taught me about how to treat other people. He was a teacher that held a passion for what he did. He truly cared about the students, whether inside or outside of school. As a class, we'd take school trips. He would show us the importance of working together not only as a team, but as a family. We became a very close-knit group. He led by example. He taught us not to tear each other down, but to stand up for each other, and that together we can overcome anything.
I have teachers from elementary, middle school, and high school who are still in contact with me, who are still offering me their wisdom and advice and guidance, and who have become wonderful friends and mentors as I continue my journey toward becoming a teacher myself. So 10 years later, and I'm still learning from them.
But I guess I would say my sixth grade teacher had the biggest influence on me. In fact, she's still a mentor for me. She's been a lifelong mentor. And she helped me figure out not only that I wanted to teach in some form or another, but she really influenced me in terms of her ability to model compassion in the classroom, and that not everybody has to fit the same mold. We don't always have to sit still, be quiet, and listen, that there are lots and lots of ways of learning, and that learning about ourselves is probably the most important process in education.
Currently, I live in Chicago and I teach students in an underserved neighborhood. Obviously, my own teachers were a large part of who I've become, an educator. In my daily interactions with my students, I often reflect on my own schooling. Vicksburg Schools offered me something that I strive to give students daily: warmth and an opportunity to go on to do good things in the world.
We had to listen to NPR every day in this particular class, and at the time I thought it was so very boring, but I find myself now unable to change my radio station in my vehicle to anything besides the station playing NPR.
Now this second teacher taught me something else. He helped me make decisions and directed me toward becoming a filmmaker. After taking 1 year in the basic class, I fell in love with the subject. I even took 2 more years to advance my knowledge. Throughout the class, I found myself engaged, talking with him and asking much more than I had with any other teacher. The mentor-student connection was great and came easy.
I know one of the teachers when I was in middle school helped me with my life because they taught me not to give up on things. If I didn't have that particular teacher in my life, I probably would have dropped out of school. And because they were there and telling me what to do and not to give up on me, that definitely made a difference in my life.
I currently live and work in Clearwater, Florida, and hold the position of marketing manager for MarineMax, which is a nationwide boat dealership. I wanted to thank everybody for letting us be goofy and not stifling any of the creativity that I use every day to help advance my career. I specifically remember one class we were group reading aloud and I threw an accent on my character's lines, and one of the teachers about jumped out of his pants with excitement. It was like the coolest thing. Obviously, you get a couple kids that kind of look at you with side-eye, like, what? It's crazy. But it was that positive reinforcement that I still hold on to that lets me know it's okay to think outside the box. It's okay to challenge the norms. It's okay to do something different. And it's helped me a lot with my career.
I'm very proud to say that I went through Vicksburg K through 12. Teachers and coaches have been an instrumental part of my life and very influential in what I do today. I'm out here on Oak Ridge Public Schools. My teachers and coaches, particularly all those times I spent in the playing fields, just building that tight-knit relationship really paved the way for me to be doing what I do. Coming up through education and now being a superintendent of a public school, it's no surprise that the influences that I've had in my life are why I'm doing what I'm doing today. So I just want to say thank you to all the things that you do for the kids and the future leaders of our society.
So this teacher prepared me for life in two key ways. As we all know, communication with people is one of the biggest keys to all human relationships, personal or professional. I still consciously use the techniques and habits that I learned from this teacher in my writing, in my reading, and in everyday conversation. And as I continue to get compliments from people, I smile and think of this teacher every time.
As you can see, we're at CNN Center. I'm currently an associate producer for CNN's sister network, HLN. And I used to be a media coordinator for CNN, so my world has been here. There's one teacher in particular that really prepared me for my future and for my life. And I was very thankful for her. She was always on top of it. She was very energetic, especially with me coming into the classroom being so tired and not wanting to be there, you know, the usual. But she was always on top of things and really motivated me to be there and to do my best and to get good grades and to also do well in sports as well. So she really prepared me for life.
And my teacher from Vicksburg has taught me many things, but probably the most significant would be the value of hard work. I learned that hard work can beat talent when talent doesn't work hard, and that doesn't just apply to the court or the field, but I just graduated from Central Michigan with a plan of applying to physical therapy schools to become a physical therapist. And this is a very long and competitive process, and at times I look at the long list of demands that it requires and I get overwhelmed, and I think maybe I should give up or choose an easier career path. But then I think back to my teacher at Vicksburg and that he told me that at times life is going to get difficult and there will be hard times, but giving 100% effort into a goal or a dream is what you have to do.
But there was something special in this classroom, something about the way it was taught and the environment that he or she created. It was, even at the time, it felt the most true to real life, I guess, for lack of a better word. I mean, walking into that classroom every day, I felt challenged and completely unprepared, but in the best way. There was always something surprising, something that switched my brain on in a whole new way. And my thoughts and opinions for the first time were given a freedom from my own ego. I was taught to be open-minded, passionate, skeptical, and eternally curious. It's hard to think of a better foundation for life.
I did have a teacher in high school that did make a difference in my life to prepare me for life outside of high school, just through their own personal experiences and seeing them come into class and having to deal with certain things in their own personal life that, of course, we, being in high school, we knew about. And seeing the strength that teacher gave off of how strong they were with dealing with those things really taught me a lot and made me look up to them in high school. And that just definitely prepared me big time for my future ahead.
There's definitely one teacher that impacted me the most because this man not only was a great teacher, but he prepared me for the life and the work that I'm doing now. He taught me to use a camera, he taught me to cut or edit and edit software, And I'm very, very, very thankful for him and think of him every day when I'm actually here at work, because all the basics, all the foundation that he taught our class was exactly what I'm doing now. And that class was able to expose me to what my talents are that I didn't know I had. And so he is very, very special to me and very close to my heart.
This teacher might as well be directly responsible for the person that I am today. Who am I? I'm a creative storyteller and a friend. All of the knowledge and skills that I have in my career, I owe to this person. He or she challenged me to open up my creativity and taught me how to be decisive and trust my instincts. Outside of my career, I learned big things about friendship. A lot has happened since my time there, but I can honestly say that I wouldn't have some of the great friendships that I have today, and I certainly wouldn't be standing right here if it weren't for this teacher. And I quite like it here.
Every single teacher that I ever had in the Vicksburg School District, and Vicksburg High School especially, helped mold me into what I am now. That's the time that I learned the most and was able to absorb the most and kind of figure out the trajectory that I was going to go on with my life.
One of the harder decisions came toward my graduation. I went to this teacher for guidance. He helped me realize that rather than sitting on my ass and hoping for something to fall into my lap, I needed to reach out and create the opportunity. It started as a week-long course across the state, but I learned benefits in networking and social skills are much greater than just hanging out and sliding by enjoying the summer. This is why I chose to continue my education, to follow my passion, and to become a filmmaker. And here I am, making films. Thanks, Teach.
As teachers, you have to be okay with delayed gratification and trust that your work with students each day might not hit them in that moment, but years down the line. It has been years since I've seen many of you or even talked with you, but I want you to know that because of your hard work, I am a more thoughtful citizen of the world. Thank you for all that you do.
And so I owe that to my teacher, that I'm still going to continue to pursue my career choice. And thank you for making me realize my potential.
So I'm really grateful to her for that. She has been really precious to me, and I'm grateful to have known her and to continue to know her, and for all of the great things she's done for me. Thanks.